Perkins is president of the Family Research Council and author of the brand new book, No Fear. Tony, good to have you with us today.
Shannon, good to see you today.
All right, how do you respond to those who say if she cannot do the job for what she was elected, she needs to resign?
Well, what she's asking for is something that we've done historically in this country, and that's accommodation. She's not saying that the office cannot issue those licenses. She's just saying that her name, she doesn't want her name on there. The governor, Governor Beshear, could easily resolve this by executive order, similar to what Bobby Jindal did in Louisiana, and protect her based upon her religious beliefs.
He's not going to do that, and he said he's not going to call special session. It's another 3 or 4 months until the Kentucky legislature is back. And by the way, unless she resigns, the only way for her to go is if they impeach her, which would be a process they don't seem that they're interested in, at all in tackling. I thought it was interesting, the judge in this case who put her in jail and also let her out, he noted that the deputy clerks who are performing or issuing the licenses have, instead of been putting her name on the license, they've been putting Rowan County in lieu of her name. Now, her attorney, Matt Staver, you and I both know him, he suggested it seemed like during this rally in her favor last week, he wasn't sure what she was going to do when she was going to go back, but that maybe that accommodation wasn't enough. So how far do they have to go?
Well, I think if that in fact is legal, and the problem is it's the Kentucky statutes that require her name to be on there. If that's legal, then I think she's probably good with that. Her whole objection is simply she does not want to be party to something that violates her orthodox religious views. She's not trying to block anything. She hasn't chained herself to the door there, the clerk's office. She's simply saying, please remove my name from this based upon my moral convictions, my religious convictions. And she's not the only one. There are other clerks that are doing the same.
There are around the country. There are different places where this is popping out, judges in different places. But there are also states that have come up with accommodations. North Carolina did it ahead of the ruling, anticipating this. I think Kansas and Nebraska maybe are the other 2 states that have worked on this. Do you think this is the kind of thing that we're going to have to see some kind of legislative resolution?
You have to. The court, five lawyers on the Supreme Court created this dilemma. You're going to have state chief executives, governors, and legislatures be proactive in protecting this fundamental right of religious freedom. Because there are folks that are absolutely devoted to their religious convictions. I mean, for many in America, our religious beliefs are maybe like the dial on a stereo in your car. You can change it if you don't like what you're hearing. But for many, it's like a GPS that directs their every step. And there's a lot of young people, and that's what I write about in this book, young people who are committed to their faith, and they're not afraid of what people think. And for those who say that religion's going out, I'd say think again, because there's a lot of young people committed to their faith.
And what do you say to her critics who say, listen, it's fine that she holds whatever belief she wants. Of course, this is a country where we tolerate religious beliefs or a decision to have 0 religious beliefs, whatever your non-faith is, that's tolerated. But when she, in their estimation, tries to push it onto other people, she can't do it.
She's not pushing on it. She's asking for accommodation. That's the issue. She's not forcing her beliefs on anyone. She's saying, please don't make me violate my beliefs. We have a long history in this country of accommodating, whether it's conscientious objectors in the military. We don't say you can't serve. We say, all right, we're not going to force you to take up a gun to take another life. She's simply asking for accommodation. And if this is allowed to stand, where someone is prohibited or barred from serving in a position of public trust because of their orthodox religious views, in effect, this establishes a reverse religious test where Christians and others, every major religion sees marriage as a union of a man and a woman. We would bar them from public office. Is that really what we want to do in this country?
Well, your book points out a lot of interesting stories and where these rights collide and people have decisions to make. And we'll see tomorrow when she is back at work. We understand she'll be back, and we'll see what accommodation they do or don't work out and whether she's back in jail. Tony, good luck with the book, and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks,
Always
Shannon.
good to see you.
Good to see you.